You are about to enter the Red and Rev Sports Show experience. Get ready for some real sports talk from some real sports fans who were real sports athletes who have sports knowledge.
Well, what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to episode 354. Welcome you back once again, once more. Oh, messed up around. But anyway, it's championship week. It's time to find out who are the pretenders and the contenders. Time to find that out in a lot of sports this week. Time to find it out in college football. It's time to find out who's rising, who's contending and pretending in the NFL. Time to find out who we think is rising, contending and pretending in the NBA. But anyway, we're going to get all into that and more. Episode 354. Let's go.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Red and Rev Sports Show. Red and Coach are coming to you live from the ATL Shorty. While Armani and Rev are coming to you from the cold East Coast. We come to give you real sports talk because we are real sports fans who are real sports athletes who have what, gentlemen?
Real
sport knowledge. So hang out with your boys Red, Rev, Coach, and Armani for episode 354 for the Red and Rev Sports Show. And as is our sports custom on Saturday, we turn our numbers attention to Coach Patrick Thomas to give us something or someone related to those three digits, 3, 5, and 4. What do you have for us, Coach?
Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning. My 354 is from a man who dominated one of the best linebackers in the NFL who played for several years. I actually met him at Grady High School. Midtown High School. I met him and talked to him. He's a real nice guy up close. And he actually had 4 interceptions overall, which might not seem like a lot, but the way he chased people down, it is a lot. Number 54, 354, Brian Urlacher, Chicago Bears.
Brian Urlacher, the Chicago Bear. One of the best middle linebackers to ever do it. Coach Patrick Thomas. See what happens when we get you off the Steelers and allow you to give other people love? That's a great one. I think Armani was even alive to see him play.
Yes, I was. Grew up watching Urlacher play. Beast. He wasn't that good in pass coverage, but he was one of the better run stopping linebackers.
Yeah, he was a dog, and he was one of the main reasons why Lovie Smith was able to take the Chicago Bears to the Super Bowl.
Yep, that's right.
They haven't come close to some years. Go ahead, Coach.
I ain't gonna lie. When I met him, that joker cut up like a butcher shop pork chop, no fat, all muscle.
Yeah, man. Urlacher was a real man. That joke was dynamic. So appreciate that, Coach. Numbers attention. Let's do it. Let's see who's representing Revenite Nation as we welcome them on today. The Coach's Corner says, good morning, fellas. What a beautiful and glorious day to crown the new SEC champion. We see who the Coach's Corner is rooting for already by his symbols. The vice president is in the building from Cold AF. You fill in the blank. Lexington, Kentucky, ready to slam down the gavel to warm up the vibes in another fire episode of the Red and Rev Sports Show. Red Nation, rise up, justice for beef. All right. Vice president is on time, and that is good. He says Brian was a beast. Shame that his quarterback was Rex Grossman in that Super Bowl that the Bears should have won against the Colts. Long line of awful QBs. Shots fired, Mr. VP. I hope y'all can hold on to that bad boy. Sellers in South Carolina, because you already know the dollars are coming his way. So you might want to pray that the South Carolina Gamecocks alumni base comes up with the nil money to save that brother Sellers, because he's a bad boy. Jerome Case, good morning from the 757 and 770. What's up? The Coach's Corner says,
VA.
They so scared they had to ban our mascot. I don't know if the Mercedes-Benz Stadium can accommodate a real Longhorn.
Yeah, I don't know if they're scared because they beat y'all soundly last game. So let's not. I'm just saying, they did beat y'all soundly.
All right, gentlemen, let's move on, man. And we're going to ask our Revenite Nation family to please like and share. Somebody may become a part of the Revenite Nation by your like and your share. And before we get started, let me give a big shout out to the youth of my church, First Baptist Church passed on. They had a Christmas parade. I was supposed to be out there. They got off to a late start, but I was able to meet them at the church. So I said, let me represent my church in honor of my youth who were in the parade, in the local city parade, Coatesville parade. So I need to get that shout out because my mother's with them and she might be watching the show. So I think it would be good that they may hear that if she has the volume up. So big ups to the youth ministry of the First Baptist Church of Pastime. With that being said, let's get ready to do what we normally do. VP says sellers will have those dollars come his way. We will sell commercial space in the State House. I know that's right. The Coach Corner said, wait before you start. How you do, Coach? Still sending healing energy your way. That's big ups to you, Coach's Corner, showing Coach some love. All right, y'all know how we do it. Dope note, Coach. We dope on the best moment for our sports week note on what we're shaking our head about, and then what we're coping about. So with that being said, we'll start with Coach. What are you doping on this week, sir?
Coach's Corner, I appreciate it, brother. I'm moving slowly but surely, but I'm getting there. I'll be back, getting back to full strength. I appreciate the love. My dope moment goes to one Juju Watkins, who won a game. They won that game the other day by about, I think about 30, 40 points. She had 40 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and 0 turnovers in 30 plus minutes. So the future, the WNBA and college basketball looks bright with Juju Watkins, 40 points the other night in the game. So that's my dope moment.
Oh, yeah. Ray, what are you doping on, sir?
Oh, it's on me? Oh, man. What am I doping on? I'm doping on one California assistant equipment manager. I don't forget his name. His name isn't important. His job is important. And what his job was to do was to protect all the equipment, including the helmets on the sideline of the football game last week. Well, one fan thought he was a little slick and decided to grab a helmet and run to the middle of the crowd after the game. Well, that California assistant manager trucked him down, grabbed him, threw him on the ground, body slammed his butt, grabbed the helmet back and said, don't you ever try to take my equipment, young man. That's how you protect your equipment. That is the job of an equipment manager. Much props to the California college football team assistant equipment manager. I'm sorry your name skipped me right now, but your name is important. It's you doing your job that's important. And that you did, young man. Way to do your job, way to protect the equipment. And that fan, I doubt you'll ever try to steal a piece. You may not even go in the store and steal a piece of bubble gum ever in your life after getting body slammed like that. Hope you learned your lesson.
All right, Armani, what are you doping on, sir?
I'm doping on Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions. That was an epic game they had on Thursday, and just they got a lot of grit on that team. I mean, that team was built the right way they started in the trenches. Y'all know back in 2019 they wasn't no good. They drafted Penei Sewell, Aiden Hutchinson, and they've been up and up ever since. And that's how you're supposed to build a football team. They did it the right way, and it's paying off. Epic game. Very grit to go for that 4th and 1. I think it was 4th and 1 or 4th and 2 for Dan Campbell to seal the game. So, hey, Detroit, I see y'all on the come up, man. That was epic.
Excellent. Absolutely excellent.
All right. I've mentioned this on the show before, but it's official now. I must dope on my little cousin, the son of my first cousin, Juliet Jones Pettyjohn. He is officially signed with the Ohio State University. So big ups to my little cousin, Riley Pettyjohn, who has signed with Ohio State. And hopefully, if Brother Dave saves his job, they can beat Michigan next year. All right, Riley, go ahead on and do what you do. Proud of you, my little cousin. And I'm going to try to get him on the show at some point.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I don't know what I'm doing. Here we go. I said I'm gonna try to get him on show. You know, nowadays with this Neil, these little Negroes get paid just to be in for appearances. Hopefully, little Riley remember us in the pool when I used to have to watch him as a little kid. But we're gonna try to get him on the show at some point. All right, Greg, it's back on you, sir. What are you noping on?
Oh boy. Unfortunately, I'm looking on these sorry Lakers, man. Oh my God. I mean, after getting blown out by 41 points by the Miami Heat and had some emergency team meeting, then you come down here to my town. Not that I'm not happy the Hawks won, but man, you blow a fourth quarter lead, then you blow an overtime lead, and your effort, your defense, and just your overall morale is just not there. You're looking bad, Lakers. It's looking bad. I thought it started off good with JJ, but now last week in a half, not too good, man. Defense one of the worst in the NBA, and we're just not gelling right now. It's just bad look for the Lakers right now. So I got nope on my Lakers right now. As much as I'm doping for the Hawks and they 6-game winning streak, I'm doping for the Lakers.
Oh, come on!
Armani, what are you noping on, sir?
I'm noping on all the crybabies of the college football playoff. Listen, y'all have forgot so quick. Like Greg Sankey said, one of these conferences is not like the other. Listen, Texas is going to get in, Georgia we're going to get 4 or 5 teams in the college football playoff. SMU, I'm sorry. If I line you up any of these teams, even Alabama, South Carolina, y'all would get beat. I'm sorry. That's what it is. By the way, you forgot what they call the college football playoff, the AI, the Alabama Invitational. You can't have the college football playoff without having Alabama in there. Anyway, this ain't about that. This is about all the crybabies of the SEC showing SEC favoritism. Suck it up. That conference is a special conference. It's not like the others. I'm sorry.
You can't handle the truth.
All right. I'm noping on one Kirk Cousins.
Uh-oh. Let the church say amen.
Playing like the Atlanta Falcons' third cousin. In 3 straight games.
Preach.
6 interceptions, no INTs. Either you're prepared for retirement or you're point shaving. It's one or the other. Get it together.
Preach.
Because the Falcons don't deserve this. You squandered a lead in the division. Now you're tied with the Tampa Bay Bucks, and it's quite conceivable the Bucks will be in first place after tomorrow if you don't go into Minnesota, which is your old team, and handle you like that business. Because right now, Falcons fans are not liking what you're producing on the football field in an Atlanta Falcons jersey. So get it together, sir. Coach, what are you knowing on, sir?
Well, I'm noping on the North Carolina Tar Heel basketball program. Hubert Davis, can I ask you a question? I just need to know. What is your coaching philosophy this year? All guards, no centers. You think you can shoot your way out of everything? They ran into that Alabama buzzsaw and got annihilated, but they have no bigs, and the bigs they have are salted and wet toilet paper. They don't bang, they don't play hard under the goal, and probably want to shoot 3. Now, you got guard, you got RJ and those guys, but you got to have some people down low. Right now, you lost 4 games already this season. 4 already. You about to fall out the top 25, and you haven't even started ACC play yet. So, Hubert Davis, I don't want him to fire you because I think he's a good dude, but it may be over, dog. It may be over. No, yeah, baby.
We snoring on that.
No.
All right, it's all you, Armani. What are you coping with?
I'm gonna cope with what you said, Rev. Kirk Cousins, come on, man. But that's okay. You keep doing what you're doing because guess what? There's somebody behind you that is waiting to get his shot. And we didn't draft him in the top 10 for no reason. But I'm still coupled with the fact that we let Tampa Bay and possibly even New Orleans try and get back into the mix. They blew this NFC South lead in the most Falcons way ever. In the most Falcons way ever. So I'm coping with the fans. Listen, if Kirk Cousins does not play well this Sunday, Terry Fontenot, Raheem Morris, please start Michael Penix Jr. That's all I got.
Blow it up! Blow it up!
Blow it up.
Blow it up. All right. I'm coping with what Red talked about earlier. I don't know if the Lakers are better off with JJ Redick or they're worse off without Darvin Ham. I mean, at least Ham won the NBA Cup.
Yeah.
With JJ, they ain't even qualified for the advanced rounds. And they got basically the same record or even worse than where they were last year this time. So JJ Redick, I'm coping with the coaching right now, and I'm coping with the fact that y'all haven't brought Bronny up to save the day yet. I mean,
you out of pocket. I knew you was gonna go there. Rev, you out of pocket. I knew you was gonna go there. I mean,
shoot, didn't you draft him? Can he help? Can he get a bucket?
You are
Can he help his dad? Get back on defense. I mean, Bronny got something to add, some value to add to the team. Goodness.
You're wrong for that. You're wrong for that, Rev. You're wrong for that. I just want to let you know. You're wrong for that.
He can do more than just sell jerseys, can he?
Brian.
Rev is out of pocket today. He wrong for that.
I just took my little nutrition.
Rev Night Nation, don't egg him on. Don't egg him on.
Come on, Bronny. Go ahead, Coach.
I'm coping with the fact that I don't have one of those nice sweatshirts, Rev. I will pay cash. One of those nice sweatshirts yet. I'll pay cash. But I'm coping with Mike Gundy and the Oklahoma State debacle that's going on. Mm-hmm. They told Mike Gundy to take a significant pay cut. Basically, what they saying is either you take the pay cut or we're going to cut your salary for good. Ain't going to get rid of it. Mike Gundy got to make a decision. But rest assured, he's going to make the right decision because he's a man and he's 57. So it's going to be a battle to see if he wants to stay or he takes that pay cut after 20 years as the head coach. And it's up to him. So coping with Mike Gundy and Oklahoma State sooner to see if they can figure it out. But they were just 3-9 this year.
Basically, Oklahoma State said, we're going to get your nil money from your contract. That's what they said. You had a bad season, so we need to pay some players. We're going to take it from your salary and pay them. So that's going to be interesting how it turns out. Red, conclude this segment on what you're coping with.
All right, I'll try to top with y'all. Y'all had some good ones too. Well, I guess we have to cope with, as long as Crappy is the starting quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, we got to cope with quotes like, Lord, deliver me from pick every week. We gotta cope with all of these memes. We gotta cope with all of this entertainment. I tell you, Krabby, you may not win games, but you show up one entertaining SOB, man. I mean, just post game press conferences, dude, are must see TV, man. It's getting to the point. I don't even care if Krabby win or lose. Matter of fact, get him a spot on TV after he retires, man. ESPN, Fox Sports, just make sure this guy has a microphone in front of his face because the quotes coming from this guy are just gold, man. Lord, deliver me from pick. I grab it. I don't know how the Lord can deliver you from pick sixes, man. But can you deliver us? Keep delivering us these quotes, man. Because like I say, this is must see TV. Thank you, Krabby. Like I say, you ain't too much winning over your career. But entertaining, you are definitely that, dude. Oh my God. Boring, you are not. Oh man. I see why he keeps getting jobs in the NFL. Real. He must be one entertaining interview from these GMs. They must say, man, we gotta have this guy on the team after this interview right here, man.
One thing I give credit to Jameis Winston, he is literally taking the Bible for face value where it says, with God, all things are possible.
Yeah. Except them turnovers.
That's why he prays. I'm praying to the Lord to
deliver him from the pick six.
Hey, the thing about God, hey, he gives you choices. He ain't making the right choice. James ain't making the right choices.
Also, money, he works in mysterious ways.
Now, if he doesn't throw another pick six, deliverance might have been available.
He's gonna deliver the browse to the top of the draft.
Yeah.
True. All right, that was good stuff, man. We got quite a few comments.
Oh man.
The coach's corner is doping on. The Lakers are falling back to earth.
Yeah, I mean, you have your Warriors too now.
Is doping on. Army completing their first football conference championship with their defeat of Tulane. Well done, future officers. Salute. The VP says he agrees with Lieutenant Sonar. That's Armani. The Lions are a gritty team, fun to watch. They will be a whole problem in the playoffs this year, no doubt about it. They got 13 guys on IR and still.
Man.
Yeah, that's because Dan Campbell would play blackjack and have 19 and say, hit me, and be successful.
Yeah, but the thing is, as we celebrate what he did on Thursday, that's part of the reason why they lost in the NFC Championship last year. So we got to be careful celebrating.
Maybe he learned.
I don't know, because he had already fallen short during that game and almost cost him going for fourth and inches on the 30-yard line.
Yeah.
So that could have cost him, but hey, we'll see what happens. Jerome Case doping on Shador Sanders, winning the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award. Yep. The coach's corner doping on his son and started getting offer letters to schools and just found out he wants to go to an HBCU. That's dope.
Nice.
Big ups. We wish your son well. Keep us posted on his progress. Jerome Case noping on Kirk Cousins being himself. The VP said Anderson Hunt just entered the chat on Reverend Doctor's note.
Not Anderson Hunt.
Jerome Case is coping watching the NBA live by the three-point shot analytics. I'm trying to stay with it. I understand that.
They're going to have to move that three-point line back.
The coach is going to open on Melissa Fawali. If South Carolina not getting the spotlight that she deserves, that young woman is bad. Good morning to you down here, Ross. Glad to have you. The eye test is in the building. So what's going on, fellas? Chat, smash that like button. Y'all are shared. Thank you so much, Brother Winston. The coach's corner says he's coping that my favorite player, Curry, still has to carry this team to win. Yeah, it's going to be tough for him to do that. The VP says Dale Harris just entered the chat to take over the Lakers. I just parked Dale's car. He's headed to the Staples Center's lounge to sip on some tea. Bronny just brought him his slip.
Dale Harris, man.
Dale
Harris, a long time ago.
Jerome Cage, Rev, remember when LeBron said Bronny was better than half of the NBA?
Oh, Lord.
Epic fail.
Levi, one of the new church members that passed down one of Coatesville's finest, says, "Man, that's a violation, Rev. Come on, man. I just had that little fun
don't egg him on. Don't egg him on because he know."
Morning to you, brother Tony. Glad that you made it to the show today. Alexa says those nopes and copes were spot on. Appreciate you, bro. Vincent Woodruff, the VP, says Mike Gundy wishes that he was 40 right now. OSU just told Mike in a very white way, "We done with you."
Yeah.
In a white way. I love it.
White way.
Mike Gundy just got a Neil deal with Bronner Brothers. He will showcase that mullet as it faces a huge comeback eastbound and down. That's pretty clever. Jerome K says, FYI, people still giving Mike Gundy a hard time for that "I'm a man" quote when he was taken up for how the media was dogging his young players. Is nasty work. Dante Armstrong, what's up, brother? He said Jameis has turned into a national treasure.
Yes.
As Red pointed out. Oh, man, that's some good stuff. And let's see. A famous Jameis. 24-22. I have swept your picks. 6 Your sins. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Way to put some Bible on his prayer request.
Out of pocket. No.
Oh, wow. Tony said, fellas, I still believe in the Falcons. Think Kirk gets too much backlash, and he's going to put it together this weekend.
Tony,
that's all right. Hey, I hope
Stay
he do.
off the drugs, okay? He ain't put nothing together. Man don't win a whole month without a touchdown pass. It is over. He is trash. He's going to go back to Minnesota and get wiped off the earth, and we better see Penix next weekend. I am so done with Kirk. Me and Rev didn't want him from the start. We thought it was $100 million waste, but he tried to prove us wrong early. But in the end, Kirk Cousins is who we are. He's the crooked cousins in the family. Man, like almost a month without a touchdown. He went over a month without a touchdown pass. Stick INTs, are you crazy, man? I can cope on Kirk Cousins alone by myself, man. This guy is a waste of cash, man. Do we like that? No, Kirk. We hate that. And we about to start hating you if you don't do something this weekend. But I don't have any faith that you're going to do it, though. So I'll be sitting back. And don't be surprised at my pick this week because I am so done. Done.
Armani, you want to add anything?
Yeah, I mean, since we all going on a rant, I mean, here's the thing. Kirk has always been like this. He is who we thought he was. We just wanted him. Honestly, we paid. This will happen, right? We paid $100+ million for a bridge quarterback. That's fine. Just so Michael Penix can get his feet, in the mist or whatever the case may be. But listen, we've seen this already. The downslope in the Matt Ryan era. We've seen it when Matt Ryan was on the very end of his very tail end of his career before he got traded to the Colts. He was having games just like this. Had a game where he had 3 picks and he turned the ball over to end the game during the Bears game. We played the Packers game. He turned the ball over to end the game. I mean, we have seen this already. Listen, it's time to turn to Michael Penix Jr. It's time for the future. I don't want to see Kirk Cousins, especially if he does not play well this Sunday. Arthur Blank or Terry Fontenot. I admire you, dude, but listen, don't let Raheem get you fired. You better tell him, listen, we tried. The clock is on. I drafted Michael Penix for a reason. If you put him in there, or I'm going to hire somebody that will put him in the game.
So, Coach, we already know Red and Armani are choosing the Vikings over the Falcons. We already got that out the way.
Hey, Rev, they asked some Falcons fans, if Kirk Cousins stays the quarterback, will they win the division? This is what they said.
No. And here's the thing with Falcons fans. gotta say something about the Falcons fans, right? People are saying we don't need to see Michael Penix unless we have about the season is over. What kind of sense does that make? This is why I can't stand some Falcons fans.
Let me help you, Armani. Let me help you.
Okay.
One of the blessings of having moved from Atlanta is that now I enjoy being surrounded by an informed fan base.
Yes.
And that fan base knows how to put the heat on their professional organizations because they have knowledge. They pay attention.
And they'll tear their city up.
Exactly. And part of the reason, I've said this on previous shows, part of the reason why the Falcons struggle and have not won a ring yet is because they have uninformed fans. That's part of the problem. They don't know how to put pressure on management because they don't know what they're talking about. We got a fan base in Atlanta where they will celebrate Matt Ryan, who went 4-6 in the playoffs, has the most epic loss in Falcon history, and they want to crown him as the best quarterback to ever do it in Atlanta. And if he is the best, what does that say about your franchise as a whole, that a 4-6 quarterback is the best quarterback ever to play for the Atlanta Falcons? Go ahead, Red, close it out real quick because we know you're on a time crunch.
Yeah. And let me say, in addition to what you and Armani said, what also upsets me is you got fans that talking about, man, if we go 9-8, I'll be happy with that. Just to make the playoffs, but we ain't made the playoffs in a few years.
Man,
what? Dude, if we not making the playoffs to go for that trophy like KC is doing, what in the world we making the playoffs for? No, I don't care nothing about no 9-8 season. No, I don't care nothing about just making the playoffs, okay? I keep telling you, if you go from 6-3 to 9-8, that is losers, okay? You are freaking losers from 6-3 to 9-8. Shut the you know what up. Oh my God, these are some morons in this delusional fan base. Talking about I'll be satisfied with 9-8. Hell no, I'm not gonna be satisfied with no 9-8 after being 6-3.
Right.
God.
I don't get it. Y'all rather lose the season than put Michael Penix in to save the season. Oh my, I can't.
Hold that thought on mine. We got some comments that you're gonna probably have to comment after. Okay. Jerome K said Kirk has been down to Magic City for lepin peanut pepper wings too much. He also said, Armani, we didn't pay for anything. The sponsorships and Mr. Blank paid, Kirk.
As far as, you know, the organization, you know what I mean. It's always a smart, you know what, somewhere.
I wouldn't even throw on the case, buddy. He's just talking trash.
Tony said we led the division. Why would we switch that?
Why would we like that?
We own this is what I'm talking about right here. This is what I'm talking about. This comment right here is what I'm talking about. You already on a 3-game losing streak. If you lose to Minnesota Sunday, you won't be in the lead. Tampa Bay will take your place. That's what fans are not understanding. Y'all just okay with just being mediocre. That's that mediocrity mindset. And I can't stand it.
He believed Kurt would turn it around. Okay, no, Tony.
It only gets worse.
Hold on, right quick. Let me jump in. Already. The Falcons and Arthur Blank made a bad business decision, says Alexis Hill. Unfortunately, they have to play him for the rest of the season because of the money. Tony says, so we give up on the season and hope for a make-a-wish. It sound like an orphan at Christmas, man.
What are we doing though?
Hold on,
what are we doing?
Hold on, Armani. I'm gonna give you a chance to comment. We don't need to see Penix unless the season is over, says Winston from the eye test. Even though we are struggling right now, throwing him out there before he's ready would ruin his career, take the fandom out of it, and be rational. Wade says Cousins is being Cousins. Alexis says they should have either gotten Russell Wilson or Justin Fields for cheap and built a better overall team. The coach's corner says you do not put Penix in if you're still in the hunt. you put a rookie who has been less than 5 minutes, has less than 5 minutes playing time in when this is the worst time because it's playoff prep time. He said, Tony says playoffs is a whole new season, and Armani, my comment, helped set a mental and emotional barrier between my fields, pockets, and a billionaire business. All right. Armani, since you've been so Falcon emotional, I'm going to let you comment.
Nah, because I just don't understand. You, if Penix ain't ready by now, you draft players. If I'm correct, let's all agree to this. We draft players to play football, right? If Kirk Cousins is going on a downslide, and you can see it, and we've already seen this already with Matt Ryan, he done this same thing. So if you have a chance, let's say we lose Sunday, you have a chance to save the season, of potentially saving the season by putting Michael Penix in, because Kirk Cousins on a 4-game losing streak. It'll be 4 games by Sunday, and then he's already have not thrown a touchdown pass in a month and a half. People have been paid rent 2 times before he threw a touchdown pass. I just don't understand what is the rationale behind keeping Kirk Cousins in if he's not winning games. I don't get it. Because why did we draft Michael Penix top 10?
Let me add to what you're saying, because, I checked out Cousins last week in particular. I don't watch the Falcons as much as I used to. Let me just be honest.
I don't blame you.
But it's the way the Falcons are losing. It's not just losing. It's the way. It's the throws that Kirk Cousins is throwing. Just like that lollipop that he threw in the end zone, where it just was up for grabs.
What was that?
That's the kind of stuff that can make fans start calling for Penix. Like, if it's just a matter of him not being ready, then what do you say about a quarterback who's been in the league forever and is not ready for the moment? And let's not act like Kirk Cousins got this wonderful playoff resume where he's led teams to great heights. Let's remember, he's only been to the NFC Championship game once, and that was off a miracle. The game before, with Diggs made that remarkable play, and they went on to win that AFC.
That wasn't Kirk Cousins, Rev. That was Case Keenum.
Yeah, that wasn't Cousins.
Well, that was Case Keenum. My bad. Let me take that from him.
Take that back, Rev.
Because Kirk was hurt, right?
NFC Championship game.
Yeah, so he's never been in an NFC Championship game. So
he got one playoff win, though. One playoff win.
Well, that's one less to Penix, so that's not saying much.
Well, like, Rev, what are we doing? Is this fan base? They have such a mediocrity mindset. You rather keep losing with the quarterback that's in there than potentially get a new spark and get back to winning.
They think Cousins they're gonna find that early season match.
He's not gonna get better.
Here's the issue.
He lead the league in turnovers. Just go, Kirk. Now, did you want your quarterback leading the league in turnovers?
No, not at all.
Thank you.
All right, we gotta move on real quickly.
Yeah, I'm at the lead.
Yeah,
the coach, of course, said Fields and Wilson didn't want to come here. So how should we have gotten them? Tony says, that's what I'm saying. Just wait until after the Vikings. He says the Vikings will decide. Jerome Case says that the 2019 study by Pro Football Focus showed that the quarterbacks who sat for at least part of their first season tended to have a higher efficiency ratings in their second year compared to those who started immediately. QBs who start immediately often show higher turnover rates, lower passer ratings, and slower year-over-year improvement compared to those who learn from the sidelines. Winston Thornton says Penix was drafted as a project, not to immediately start. That's the reason we got Cousins before the draft. Win, lose, or draw. It's Cousins' year. If the season is over, then Penix goes in. Anthony Corey said, did I miss the Cousins is the worst than Ritter conversation? Winston says there is no spark to be had. This season is what it is. That's why the Penix pick, instead of getting someone who could actually help this team this year, was crazy, but now you're here. Stop saying that, he says. No one is saying we want to lose. Cut it out. We're saying if we're in the hunt, you do not start a rookie if you have a chance to go to the playoffs, period. Anthony says Cousins had a great QBR for the team.
Oh man.
Dante said, I think Falcons organization want to set Penix for this season, but Cousins recent play probably gonna have to force him to play Penix.
You cannot keep playing Cousins if he's losing. I can understand all the playoff talk, but if he's losing and we out, like I said, we go from 6-3 to 6-7. Okay, you lose that argument. You can't go from 3 games over 500 to 1 game under 500.
Thank you, Red.
All right, Red, let's move on so we can get you out of here by 12:45. The Falcons weren't one of our topics, but we see we made room. Last comment on this. Remember Mahomes sat, Rodgers, there's no harm in sitting Penix. However, it's how the Falcons got to 6-6. It's the issue to be different had they been 3-6 on a 3-game win streak, but they are inverse. That's well said. All right, gentlemen, it's championship week. We're down towards the end of our NCAA picks. Let's see where we are with the pick'ems. Red is still in first place with a 60-25 record. He went 7-3 last week. I'm in second place, 8-2. Won the week last week, 2 games behind Red. Coach is 6-4. He's in last place. Armani is 7 games behind Red, so it's pretty much a 2-man race right now between me and Red. I took offense to Red talking about it was the Red Invitational a few weeks ago, so that's why I had to hunt him down to humble. So this is where we are, gentlemen, and we have 4 games this week. We got 4 games this week during championship week. Red, you are in first place, so you choose when you want to pick. When do you want to pick, sir?
I go last this time.
He wants to go last. You do know it's not this time, it's all the time. You choose to go last. All right, so let's do this. Coach, since you're bringing up the rear, we'll start with you first. There's a Big 12 championship game that will be happening in the next few minutes at noontime. And we need to pick them. Revenant Nation, feel free to put all your picks up. We'll come to you once we put all our picks together. Coach, what you got, sir? Iowa State or Arizona State?
Yes, the last shall be first. And right here, Cam Scatterboot, the running back of Arizona State, makes all the difference. I'm going to go with Arizona State.
Coach is going with Arizona State. Armani, who you rolling with?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Coach's pick. I'm going to take Arizona State. I think they have they just got the better overall team, but they have the better defense too. But I'm going to go with Arizona State.
I'm joining you all with Arizona State as well. Arizona State is favored to win this game, so I think they will be crowned Big 12 champion. Ray, who you rolling with?
It's unanimous. Scatterboo, that dog, you showed me last week. They keep the ball in his hands, you got a good chance to win.
All right, so it's unanimous Arizona State across the board. On to the ACC championship game, which will take place later on tonight. It's Clemson versus FSMU in Charlotte, North Carolina. Armani, who you got?
Oh, they here in Charlotte? How much them tickets is? My bad.
They be buy one, get one free.
Yeah, they might be. They might be. I'm gonna go with who I need to win. I'm sorry, SMU, but I need Clemson to win today.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
I need somebody to get into the CFP this year, or they're gonna be on the hot seat. So let me get Clemson.
All right, Armani is going with Clemson for Alabama reasons.
Yeah.
I'm actually rolling with Clemson because of competitive reasons. When I look at SMU, they have more wins rather than substantive wins. I'm looking at them. They've beaten Cal, Virginia, BC, Pitt, and then they beat Duke in overtime. Am I to get excited about that?
No.
So this is why on the field, I'm going to go with Clemson to beat SMU and to allow, well, Armani, really, you want SMU to win. You just made the wrong pick.
Why?
Because if Clemson wins, there's the chance for 2 ACC teams to be in. You want Clemson to be on the outside looking in. If Clemson wins, they jump Alabama.
Yeah. Because they're not going to leave SMU out.
So do you want SMU? We'll let you do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since that was your premise for Alabama.
Because I thought that Clemson lost. I thought they had 3 losses
Clemson's
already.
on the outside looking in. They're behind Alabama.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Alabama's in as of today.
Today, right? Yeah.
Clemson's out.
They win. They gonna try.
If Clemson wins, they get the automatic bid.
And SMU would stay put. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, let me get SMU. I thought it was opposite.
So you if SMU loses, there's a chance for 2 ACC teams to get in. If SMU wins, it's only going to be 1. That betters your case for Alabama. So you're going with SMU now.
Got you. Okay.
You go with SMU now.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I'm going with Clemson. Red, who you got?
I'm going with SMU too. That's why I was going with SMU, because I wanted to knock Clemson out. I wanted to see what happened if Alabama got in. I was wondering what the world is our money doing with Clemson. I was like, well, he was more Alabama to be out. Yeah, because if SMU wins, Clemson is done. So, yeah, Alabama might stay right where they at. So, yeah, SMU. I'm going for SMU.
All right, Coach, who you got?
Well, I was going with Dabo, but after last week when he let me down against South Carolina, Dabo, you messed me up, dog. I had some personal pride with that one. So I got to go with SMU. SMU is a sleeping giant. They are better than people say they are to me. So I'm going to go with them over Clemson, even though it is in Carolina. But I'm going with the revitalized Pony Express.
Coach, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
You call SMU a sleeping giant.
Yes, sir.
Who did they beat?
Nobody. But you know, when you give that turtle, I'm gonna go philosophical now. When you give that turtle a chance in the race against the hare, it's a chance. And so I think they can sneak up on somebody just because nobody respects them.
We're gonna let you hang your hat on that one. All right. Winston says Arizona State. Alexis Hill says Iowa State by 3. The VP says Arizona State. Bro Dana Johnson says Arizona State. Jerome K says Arizona State. Winston Thornton says SMU for the ACC championship. The Coastal Corner rolling with Red with Clemson. Alexis says SMU by 3, going with the rest of the panel. The VP says go Stains. I need some championship upset, so my Gamecocks have they're not getting in.
They're not getting in, brother.
They're not getting in, brother. You keep hope alive. You sound like Jameis now, hoping God to deliver South Carolina to the playoff. Might want to pull that scripture back up. Bro, Dana got Clemson. Jerome K says SMU for the shocker. It's not a shocker if they're the higher ranked team. Just throw that out there. It's wild that the new teams that entered the Big 12 and ACC could win their confession champion. And you can also add, and you can also add the SEC too, because Texas came from another conference as well.
Wait a minute, Reb. Do you see what he's saying? He's going to church so they can win their confession champion. They going to church.
The VP said, my hopes need to be resurrected like Lazarus, Lord. Wishful thinking. Yeah, you might want to start praying for next year's playoff. Yeah, because this year's is wrap.
Do you need
Because the committee already said, VP, if you're not playing, you can't move up above another team. So
yeah, it's over.
It's over. Gotcha, Jerome. that wasn't. He didn't do that on purpose. At confession championships, he meant conference championships. All right. VP said that's the Jerome I know. On to the next one. I think it's on me first. Penn State versus Oregon. Everyone's gonna say this is just natural to go ahead and pick Oregon. Everybody knows about James Franklin's terrible history at winning big games. But I think he's gonna shock the world tonight. I'm gonna go with Penn State over Oregon. I'm looking at Oregon. And Oregon has struggled against teams like Wisconsin. They struggled early in the season against Boise State, even though Boise State won their conference championship, only lost one game. And I haven't really seen an impressive victory besides the one against Ohio State by 1 point at home. And this is why I'm a little skeptical of Oregon. This would sound fun. If Bo Nix were the quarterback of Oregon, I would have more faith in Oregon winning. But Bo Nix is doing this thing with the Denver Broncos, surprisingly, and this is why I'm going to go with Penn State. Ray, who you got, man?
Ray, I'm taking the upset with you. I'm going James Franklin and get his first big victory. I don't have no faith in these DuckTales. Even if they win this one, I'll take them to be one and done when the playoffs started. So, Winston, your boys ain't played nobody all year. Y'all are just ripe for exposure. And it might happen today. If it don't happen today, it'll happen in the first round. Either way it goes, y'all will never make it to my Bulldogs. And if you do, boy, we are going to chew y'all. We're going to grind y'all up like dogs. But anyway, today, let's see if James Franklin can grind y'all up like duckies. Let's go, Penn State.
Coach, who you got?
I'm on the opposite side. I'm going with Oregon because who is Penn State beat? Who have they beat? And they didn't beat anybody. They get to those big games, and that dog collar get tight around their neck. And I'm gonna use a quote from a wrestler that he said the other day. He said, "I'm gonna say Oregon gonna dog walk Penn State. Simple as that."
Okay, Armani. Who you rolling with?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Oregon. Dan Lanning, the Kirby Smart understudy. I think I trust him, letting his guys get prepared more. I think he's better at preparation. So I'm gonna take Oregon. I just think that he's Dan Lanning is the better coach.
All right, last game. Red, it's on you. The big one that the coach's corner been looking forward to. This is revenge for him.
Oh, no lie.
Texas. Who you got, Red?
I have absolutely no idea why the coach's corner is looking forward to this. About to be second beat down by the Bulldogs. We already know he went crazy with a crazy prediction of 50 points in the first time. But he came back to earth this week forever said he'll predict 32-21. Well, I ain't even predicting that. It's going to be 35-18. They still not going to score 20 points on them. I'll give them 3 more points on the field goal. So they'll make 3 more points over 15 that they scored last time. You'll get 18 this time. My Bulldogs will get 7 more points than we got last time. So it'll be 35-18. Bulldogs dominate the Longhorns, dominate that state. Dominate the little Longhorns at the Benz. I'm going to be eating steak tonight, Rev. Dogs over the cows. That steak going to taste real good tonight. Make them put some A1 sauce on it. We're going to carve y'all up, Coach. SEC champions. Right here, baby. Right here in the South. Because we own the South. Once again, it's the KFC, the Kirby Football Conference. And we're going to prove that today. Let's go, Dogs.
All right. Red is spoken, Coach. Are you believing what Red is selling?
Not all of it. Only thing I say is I was going with Texas until they banned Bebo. Now that's a psychological advantage. Georgia go win. They took a psychology out of it. So you ain't bringing no big steer burger in here. It's not gonna be an 8 overtime thriller. It's gonna be one preferably. It's gonna be close, but Georgia gonna pull it out.
Armani.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it unanimous.
I haven't gone yet, so it can't be unanimous.
Yeah. Huh? What'd you say?
I haven't gone yet, so it can't be unanimous.
I know you. So yeah, Georgia, they clicking at the right time, even though it's kind of ETN is planning to transfer, but I mean, I just don't understand that. Why would you do that in the middle of a college football playoff going in, or well, SEC championship going in? But I think that Georgia's going to come ready to play. I don't think Sark is not really a cut. Well, he is, but not really. This is his first year taste of the SEC, so I think that Sark is going to call a good game, but I think Kirby Smart's defense is going to be too tough today for and they in Atlanta. Yeah, if your name ain't that other team down there. No, Georgia.
Did you get breaking news about ETN transferring?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. What are you talking about? You mean Julian
Maybe.
Humphrey,
Okay,
right?
I'm sorry. My bad.
Julian
I thought he was.
I
I
was
thought he was in the
wondering.
transfer portal. I'm sorry. Okay,
Yeah.
my bad. I don't mean to spread false news. My bad.
Red might break out the breaking news music.
Because it says Georgia eyes, this is ESPN yesterday, Georgia eyes our running back ETN return to SEC title game.
Okay, all right. Maybe I misunderstood.
Armani was hoping he'd go to Alabama next year.
That's what I'm about to say.
No,
I was saying, man, where nobody get his news from?
My
I'm looking
bad.
at news.
I thought I read something that said he put in for a
You
transfer.
better
My
stay
bad.
off them fake sites, man. Those
My bad.
hostile sites. Make sure you look at who's reporting the news.
My bad.
I'm making it unanimous. I'm going with Georgia as well. Let's remember, we know Texas travels well, and they'll be in the house. But Georgia knows the Mercedes-Benz Stadium left and right. They've won many of games. They've been in many tough games. So, the one thing I got confidence in is at least Beck has been in this game before, so he should not be surprised by the hype and what it takes. He needs to redeem himself from last year, losing to Alabama in this game, and win at least something to salvage why he came back to Georgia. And we don't want to give him any incentive to come back for another year next year. Go ahead and win this year, man, and move on to the next level and go ahead and get some more money to pay for your Lamborghini. But Georgia, I got winning today. Let's go to the fans. All right, when it comes to the Big 12 championship, Winston Thornton from the Test got Oregon. Lexus got Oregon. Bro, Dana, who's a Penn State fan here in Pennsylvania, said Penn State. Hopefully that didn't sound too assuring. The coach's corner got the Ducks. Jerome K says Oregon will win the Big Ten Conference Championship as a first-year conference member. Okay, coach. He made sure he spelled conference. BP said Penn State, I need Franklin to add to his 1-16 record in big games. Team light skin, let's go. Ducks can be served with a mango salsa. Alexis Hill going with Texas. Winston Thornton from the eye test going with Texas. The coach's corner said the Stars unite a big and bright clap deep in the heart of Texas. Let's go Longhorns. Brother Dane Johnson got Georgia. Alexis said Georgia is overrated. If they beat Texas for the second time, I think you need to include Texas overrated too. Vincent Woodruff says UGA eating porterhouse tonight. BP got Georgia. Red Rose not used to A1 on finely prepared steak. That's
That is funny.
Bevo Medium Cook. That's the hashtag. Anthony Gordon says Texas back. Already got that deer in the headlights look. UJ should have been proactive in getting it back up. Should be instead of using it on Beck's skin care machine. In Carson Beck's defense, the last 2 games, he's not throwing a pick. Let's just keep that in mind. The VP says Steve Stark's wife can't even help him in Atlanta. Sark may be invited to the cookout, but he had better not bring that potato salad with raisins. The VP got UGA by 17. Jerome K said Texas for the redemption win by 10. Those 8 overtimes gave Sark a lot to look at. He just looked at 2-point plays.
Right.
And wasn't nothing to look at.
That's what I'm saying. Nothing to look at.
There wasn't nothing to look at.
Yeah, that's right. He looked at our defense. Stop check 8 times and get in the end zone. So thank you. You're right.
Well, 7. It was 7 or 6.
Well, yeah, 7 times.
He scored twice. It was 6. It was 6. Top 6. Lieutenant Sonar about to get his security clearance revoked for that.
Hey, it happens. My bad. I said my bad. I'm sorry.
Bend it like Beck, bro needs to ditch that Lambo and take the Marlin to the MBS.
Yeah, he really needs to take the Marlin.
Coach is going to say, y'all can eat all the steak you want. You're going to choke on it.
Uh-oh.
That's Texas.
Used to eat those steaks. Now look at this. But look how he spells steaks.
Man, somebody get this man to the spelling bee. Man, you need to be in a spelling bee, Jerome K. Real, do y'all supposed to spelling bees for real?
Oh, what? He gonna be out in the first round.
Yeah.
Used to eating those steaks.
Man, them little 50
The steaks are high red at Waffle House.
His money.
And when Armani says high, he don't mean high as in H-I. He means H-I-G-H-I. Like that.
He used to eat that Raggedy U Chris. I never heard Raggedy U Chris being in the same sentence now. You go a little bit too far, Mr. VP. I know you probably do like Morton's and all those high end steakhouse, but Rue Chris ain't bad, man. Rue Chris ain't bad. All right, man. That ends our pick'em segment. We'll see if the standings change any next week. Let's see. One more comment before we go to Coach's Corner prepping the Heimlich maneuver.
Y'all eating bad steaks.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Here we go, man. Well, we've had a lot of fun on the first half of the Red and Red Sports Show. Oops, wrong song. We've had a lot of fun on the Red and Red Sports Show. We'll be coming back for the second half of the Red and Red Sports Show. We got NFL talk, a little basketball talk, and then when you have the right, you have the right. So we'll be right back in just a moment. And we are back on the Red and Rev Sports Show. We're here to give you the second half of the Red and Rev Sports Show. We're also here to watch Coach eat his meal. And he's trying to hide. All right. The VP said, Rev Night Nation know what we do. Jerome, with this dictionary, we are forced to be reckoned with. And then Red, you got called out, bro. Red, turn off your mic when blowing your nose, sir.
Oh, Lord. It's so stupid. It's so crazy.
All right, we got 35 more minutes with Red, so we need to move relatively swiftly. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do our NFL picks first, so we definitely know we'll get them out the way, and then we'll see how long Red can stay with the 5 for 5. All right, so let's go NFL picks. Let's see where our standings are. It's starting to look like the Coach Invitational for this year. Coach is winning big time. He has a 8-game lead on Armani. He has a 9-game lead on me and a 14-game lead on Red. Armani and Coach won the week last week, and I'm starting to believe all my Steelers picks against them are starting to backfire.
See, you let your biasness for Russell Wilson get in the way. It's okay. You can pick.
Uh-oh.
We ain't gonna judge you, Rev. It's
Look
right.
at it. Look at it. Look at it. You see how he feel relevant. He feel relevant.
I tell you what, Coach. I tell you this, Coach, man. You better be glad I didn't pick Russell Wilson in my fantasy team last week, because, man, he was straight balling. I can't believe I missed out on them 50 points, man.
I put him in mine. We had a good week last week in my other fantasy league.
Man. I can't believe I sat him. I just didn't think he'd go toe to toe with Burrow like that, but he did.
All right. Let's go get these picks in.
All right.
Coach, I'm not even gonna ask you. You're gonna pick first, so I'm not gonna waste my oxygen. As I get older, I'm learning not to waste my oxygen. All right, here we go. Let's get some music on it. All right, Coach. Reverend Nation, join us in our picks, rather. Bengals versus Cowboys, Coach, first game. Who you got, sir?
Cowboys are on site. They said they can make a run to do nothing and waste that spot in the NFL draft by winning more games. They gonna beat the Bengals though. Joe Burrow probably gonna throw for 700 yards, but his defense like Maynard Jackson defense or something. They don't have a defense. The middle is wide open, so CD Lamb, even though it's Cooper Rush, CD Lamb on that field day. Cowboys.
All right, Coach got the Cowboys. We'll go around the horn. Armani, who you got?
Cowboys at home, but still no Cook. I'm supposed to believe a Cooper Rush can go toe-to-toe with a Joe Burrow. No, give me the Bengals.
All right, Red, who you got, man?
I'm with Coach. I'm taking Cowboys. Yeah, Cooper Rush gonna go toe-to-toe with Joe Burrow, because Joe Burrow's defense can't stop nobody. So, yeah, and he at home, too, and Dallas is playing a little bit emotional and spirited since Michael Parsons got back. The defense been playing a little better. The offense been playing solid. They at home. Bengals are struggling. They pretty much done after these last 3 weeks. 3 straight losses. You're done, Cincy. In Dallas, they just winning. I guess they just playing spoiler right now for everybody. Dallas.
It's just hard for me to choose Cooper Rush over Joe Burrow. That just does not seem right in football land. So I'm not going to try to make it right. I'm going to go with Joe Burrow and the Bengals. I just can't wrap my mind around a Cooper Rush Cowboys-led team is better than a Joe Burrow Cincinnati Bengals team. And, to you all's point, who chose the Cowboys, their defense is horrific. but I think they got at least one defensive stop where they can stop Cooper Rush and allow Joe Burrow to do what he does to win the game. So I'm going to go with the Bengals. On to the next game. Armani, we got the Bears and the 49ers. Who you rolling with, sir? You rolling with your other twin?
No, give me the 49ers. Because even though Christian McCaffrey done for the season, 49ers at home. Brock Purdy is playing that I know of. Everybody else is healthy. So give me the 49ers.
All right, Rev, who you rolling with?
I'm rolling with the Twins. Give me the Bears. Give me Caleb over the Niners. Niners ain't doing it this year. This is a lost season for them. They haven't done anything in any game that impressed me at all. And then they got beat last week by who did they got beat last week? Buffalo blew them out. Then you got blew out by Green Bay the week before that. Then you got beat by Seattle the week before that. And you got to get beat by the Bears this week. No matter what type of team you play, Niners, you're losing. Kyle, this is not just year for you guys, okay? So get healthy, have another draft, come back next year. This is not the year for the Niners, and I'm for one. Can't say I'm too upset.
Ah, man. The 49ers,
Well, you know the Bears finna win this game.
the 49ers are in shambles. They lost both running backs. The one that was healthy before Christian McCaffrey. Then they lost Mason. Nick Bosa not playing either. You got Brock Purdy basically left with Kittle and Deebo Samuel. And then on the defensive side, Nick Bosa is not playing either. So
Nick Bosa not playing?
Nick Bosa is hurt as well. So I'm going to go with Chicago Bears. I'm going Chicago Bears, even though I really want to see the 49ers protect home because I just can't see Caleb going into San Francisco. But how things have changed since the beginning of the season. So give me the Bears to beat the 49ers. Coach, who you got?
Well, that's right. They fired Nick Evilfleece. Okay, so they got a chance. I'm gonna go with the 49ers. I think they say, hey,
Well, yeah, that's right.
What we got to lose? Caleb Williams continues his rookie season. He improving every week, but his defense has been let him down. So I'm gonna go with the 49ers.
All right, so we got 2 Bears and 2 49ers. Let's see what Revenant Nation. VP said Debo will be wearing sports. The VP said Bears just because CMC, aka street clothes, and Purdy I do not trust. I'm taking the monsters of the midway. And this one by 10. Take that, Kyle. Winston Thorne got the Bears. Bro Dana got the 49ers. On to the first game. The VP says both defenses are awful. This will be a high scoring game. Bengals 3, Cowgirls 0. Brother Dana got the Bengals. Alex Steele got the Bengals. Winston Thorne got the Bengals. So why didn't Coach and Red get the memo about the Bengals? I'm wondering.
Because we know the Bengals been trash all right. Y'all keep picking the Bengals. Me and Coach been watching them. Hey, y'all gonna be surprised with Cooper Rush and Rico Dowdle and CD Lamb. Watch. And watching when Michael Parsons take the Bengals offense out. Cowboys gonna feast on these boys. It's over with for the Bengals.
All right, Seahawks versus Cardinals. Who you got, Red?
Oh man. I think this is my upset of the week. I think so. Yeah, it is. I'm going for the Cardinals to put a little salt into the Seahawks little streak right now. But now Seattle win this game now, they pretty much own free for the West. I think they're gonna go ahead and win the West. But I think Arizona got one bit of fight left in them. You don't think so, Coach? I think so. I think Arizona got one more chance. I know they don't lost 2 in a row. But if Arizona, you got any chance to win this division, you got any fight left, this is the game to show it. And I think you're gonna show it and have Seattle on their heels a little bit down the stretch. I'm taking Kyler Murray and company to bounce back off a 2-game losing streak at home against their division rival.
I'm joining you, Red, with that pick. 2 weeks ago, they lost a close one. Well, a tough battle against Seahawks 16-6 at the 12th man, but this time they have home field advantage. Those teams are pretty much the same, but I think home field advantage is going to tip the scale to go in Arizona's way. So I'm going with Arizona to beat Seattle. Who you got, Coach?
I can't go with the Sea Chickens right now. I'm going to go with the Cardinals.
All right. And Armani, who you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals as well. I mean, they came close to beating them last time, and then, like you say, around they have home field advantage now, and it seems like that Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. connection is coming along pretty good. It seems like the more games they play, the better they're getting playing together. So let me get the Cardinals.
All right, so we got Cardinals unanimously. On to the next.
Trey McBride been coming off this team.
Oh yeah.
On to the next, Bills versus Rams. It's on me. The easy pick is for the Bills, and I'm gonna go with the easy pick. Even though the Rams are at home, Matthew Stafford has not stepped up to win those big games that they need to win, and I think Buffalo needs to do everything that they can do to keep pace with my Chiefs. So I'm gonna go with Buffalo to go into Los Angeles and win this ball game. And you saw what Josh Allen did in snow conditions. These conditions are not going to be a lot more pleasant than last week. So I think Josh Allen have a field day. So give me the Bills. Coach?
The Rams, even though my boy, my second favorite receiver, Puka Nuka, is playing for the Rams, I can't trust him. They ain't got the defense for the Rams has suffered. I'm going with the Bills. Josh Allen seemed to be on a mission, but he always on a mission in the regular season. So, you know.
Armani.
Man, I want to believe in Sean McVay, but I think the Bills are just, I think it might be too much for them this week. So let me get the Bills.
Ray, you making it unanimous?
Yeah, unfortunately, the Rams just a little too inconsistent for me. Last 5 games, win, loss, win, loss, win. So this is the week you lose, and you're going to lose to the team that they last 5 games. Win. So, yeah. I'm going to take the consistent team over the inconsistent team. The Rams, you've been giving us a good fight all year, but you just don't have enough to compete this year, man. You're doing good, 6-6. So, I mean, but against the Bills, even if you're at home, Bills are a Super Bowl contender, and y'all just solid team fight for a playoff spot. Big difference.
All right. Let's see. Going to Revenite Nation. Their pick when it comes to Seahawks versus Cardinals. Winston Thorne got the card. Jerome Case got the Seahawks. Rod Danny got the Cardinals. The VP said, Kyle about to put up video game numbers, cards by 17. 12 man can't help you on Sunday, see chicken. Alexis Hill got the cards. Bills versus Rams. Winston got the Bills. Rod Danny got the Bills. Jerome Case got the Rams by 3 over the Bills. Vincent Woodruff over the Bills. And Alexis Hill over the Bills. Coach, we coming to you. Come on back on, sir. It's on you, sir. Chargers versus Chiefs.
Ooh.
Who you got?
Justin Herbert is playing good ball. I don't know how. Can he be able to make those throws? And Pat Mahomes, you'll never question him because When a man can throw it sideways, behind his back, left hand, right hand, I don't question him. But Herbert has not been. He's consistent, but I don't think he's consistent enough to win this game. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
Coach got the Chiefs. Armani, who you got?
I got our Chiefs, Rev. I got our Chiefs, man. We're gonna be all right. Hey. We got our Chiefs. I think that's about to be my boy's first game. Hey, go out there and show him something, Creek boy. Go out there and show him something. Our Chiefs gonna get it done this year. Here we come for the 3-peat.
Oh man,
tell them why you jumped on the bandwagon.
Oh, if people didn't know, so I went to Mallard Creek High School. DJ Humphreys was a classmate of mine at Mallard Creek. DJ Humphreys just signed with the Chiefs. He's a hometown hero here in Charlotte, North Carolina. So, hey, I had to jump on the bandwagon. I support my boy. So, go Chiefs. Coming for the 3-peat, baby.
So, Jerome Gates, if you're listening, if the Chiefs don't win the Super Bowl, you now know who the curse is.
You change your mind.
I gotta support my man. That's my guy.
Red, you joining the support team with the Chiefs?
Well, you don't know what's amazing here is that through 12 games, Justin Herbert is on the throw one interception. Just one. Wow. That's amazing because Mahomes has 11 interceptions. And all that said, I still think the Chiefs are going to lose. Not at home, not to the Chargers. I don't care if Justin Herbert has 0 interceptions. And Larry McConkey, he on his way to a 1,000-yard season with 800 yards. And I still say Kelsey might outplay him. Taylor will probably be in the house. You got Pacheco and Kareem Hunt now. I mean, it's a Chiefs home game. You know what's going to happen. I mean, nothing to be scared. Chiefs going to win. I don't know how they're going to win, but they're going to win.
Let's make it unanimous. I'm going with the Chiefs. 2 things about the Chargers. They don't have J.K. Dobbins, who's the main rusher on their team. Plus, Larry McConkey is questionable, and he's their best receiver. So, not looking good for the Chargers. Last game, we got the Falcons versus the Vikings. Armani, it's on you as I step away for a quick second.
I really want the Falcons to win this game, but I think to ensure the better part of the organization and what's best for the Falcons, the Falcons need to lose this week if they want what's best for this franchise. If they really want what's best for this franchise, the Falcons need to lose this week. Kirk Cousins is not what's best for this franchise. We've seen it. He's the same old story. I'm going to give his agent and his attorney some credit because he is getting paid. I'm going to give him a whole lot of credit. And they better be compensated very well because they have been finessing teams for the past 5 seasons. So with that being said, for the long-term betterment of the Falcons, not the short-term, but the long-term betterment of the Falcons, the Vikings need to win this Sunday. I'm taking the Vikings.
Armani chooses against his Falcons and got the Vikings. Red, are you buying what Armani's selling?
I'm not buying exactly what our money is selling, but I think the Vikings are going to win. It's just Falcons is not a good matchup. I mean, the defense is horrible. The Vikings defense is one of the best at rushing the passer, one of the best at stopping the run. Kirk Cousins is the worst under pressure from the pass rush. And if we can't depend on our run game, and the Vikings put it in Kirk Cousins' hands, And Brian Flores is not about to let Kirk Cousins come back in his house with his defense and beat him at home. And the Vikings head coach, dude, that man can win with any quarterback. I'm starting to believe. Look at the guy he had last year that came in here and beat us. The guy that's an aerospace engineer. Danny winning he won with Kirk Cousins. He winning with Sam Darnold. Man, Kevin O'Connell is just a great quarterback coach. And he's proving it, and he's going to keep proving it again Sunday. I just don't see an avenue where the Falcons go in and win and let Kirk Cousins have one of those magical games, which if he ain't had one in a month, I don't see him having one now. So I think he left all his magic in that Tampa Bay game when the Falcons won on Thursday night. After he flagged the crowd, yeah, that magic is gone. The thrill is gone, and reality is here. And reality is Kirk Cousins, dude, we just don't like that no more. Okay, our money is right. Falcons need to be don't have to be thinking about putting in the kids soon, because if you go from 6-3 to 6-7, that is regression, not progression. That means season is near, and it's time to see the season so we can move forward. It was a nice run, Kurt, but you just don't have it no more. Taking the Vikings.
So Red done messed around and gave a B.B. King reference. The thrill is gone.
I got to help with some old school sometimes, real.
I never thought B.B. King would make it to the Red and Red Sports Show.
Where my good time, y'all?
Yeah, I'm going with the Vikings for all the reasons that Red talked about when it came to what's on the field. I'm an emotionless Falcons fan, so I'm not really too much into what Armani said, but it makes sense. That's not going to drive my pick because if it's Penix at quarterback, Cousins at quarterback, if they win or lose, it ain't going to bother me. That's how emotionless I am. Yeah, I think the Vikings will win. Sam Darnold will make sure that the Vikings fans realize they made the right choice by getting off Cousins and going into another regime, the post-Cousins regime. So give me the Vikings. Coach, who you got?
Well, gosh darn it, and G Willikers, I'm going against all y'all. I'm going to pick the Falcons. I mean, it's just like that cat when you put him in the corner, and there's about 3 dogs coming at him. What he got to lose? Hey, Kirk Cousins hit a whistle. Raheem Morris won't dare go near Southwest Atlanta. Him and Fontenot, they staying away. What do you got to lose? Kirk Cousins gonna come out and throw 3 touchdowns. I'm going with the Falcons.
Appreciate it, Coach. Let me get back in there. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get back in there.
If you do that, now I'm gonna say he's fraudulent. Why you ain't throwing 3? Why don't take you a month to go throw none? Now you gonna come out and throw 3? Yeah, you full of it, Kurt.
All right, Reverend Night Nation, we're gonna go to their picks. Interesting. Let's see.
Let me
When's
see
the score? Come on now. Going all the way back to Texas. Goodness gracious.
Coach's son ran all the way back to Texas.
No, my cursor went all the way to Texas. Winston Thorne got the Chiefs. VP says Mahomes with air in his lungs makes the Chiefs the favorites. Bro, Dana got the Chiefs. Jerome Case, here we go. The West Here we go. I didn't know that Lieutenant Sonar spoke French. Jerome Case got the Chiefs win, even though he said the rest going to be paid
as
off.
a collective,
The Alexis Hill got the Chiefs. The VP said Reed will be dialing up those all-star slam plays from the Waffle House menu. The coach
that play sheet is long. Sheesh.
Ladd is questionable. He hurt. Winston Thorne got the Falcons. The coach's corner got the Falcons. The VP says the Norseman clip the Falcons wings in this one. Jerome K said, Armani, you will be cast into the wilderness with the sins of the Chiefs fans if they fail. So the curse is no longer associated with Rev. Praise the Lord. The VP said Lieutenant Sono flying that drone over Cousins and State and Buckhead. Alexis Hill got the Vikings over the Falcons by 3. Anthony Corey said the team will give up on Cousins to get him out, so Vikings by 12. That's an interesting take. If the Falcons do get blown out, then that could be a sign that they have given up on Kirk Cousins.
We know Kyle Pitts have.
Oh, yeah, he sure has. Jerome K says Falcons, Kirk Cousins is about to catch fire. Anthony Corey said Cousins fell off his surfboard a long time ago. Penix is circling because blood is in the water. Went from swag surfing to sad surfing. Jerome K said, Armani, how can you want the Falcons to lose this game while also wanting
Armani
to start Michael Penix?
Armani.
Huh?
That's what it said.
Armani.
I can't respond because I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
Armani.
Armani. Man, he's all right spell, man.
I don't know who that is.
I would hate to read your scriptures at your church if you're making a program. No, I hope you're not printing out the programs at your church, man.
Hey, we got an Armani on the show.
Rev, he gonna have church with Rev. He has church with phonics and just.
Oh man, Eric Parker got Falcons and he said Armani.
Oh, okay. I'll respond now. Okay, because listen, if the Falcons win, it's a short-term win. We know that. It's short-term. It's not long-term. So in order for the Falcons to have long-term success, I think they should invest their assets into more Michael Penix Jr., who they took in the top 10, not for no reason. So it's best for us to take this loss so we can turn around and go through because if you're already losing and he playing like a rookie, you might as well just start the rookie. I'm just saying.
Right.
Just saying.
All right, one more message.
Right, y'all know what kind of magic y'all see coming. The magic is already came. It's came, it's went. The magic show is over. David Copperfield's left the building. All we got is your
Antonio said a mini.
A mini.
The VP said Jerome's sermons are prepared by Chat. My Lord. All right, let's jump into this. You want to leave, Red, or you want to give yourself a little 5 for 5?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get up out of here just so I won't be too late.
All right,
I wish I could do 5 for 5, but I appreciate you guys having me, man. Enjoy the 5 for 5 topics I gave you. Check them out. Check you guys out later.
All right, go ahead and make that moment, sir. Take care.
All right, Coach Rev, Armani, I'm gonna holler at you, baby. UGA. I would say Falcons, but I already chose the Vikings.
All right, Red is out of here. All right, let's get ready for our 5 for 5 topics. Before I go to 5 for 5, VP said later Red Roads. Let me cue Lunitz, as I'm sure the VP will be typing in the chat.
Yes.
And it's been queued. There it is. Jerome said Red has to go meet his plug. Wow. All right, we got some basketball to talk about. The Atlanta Hawks, gentlemen, are on a 6-game winning streak. Have the Hawks really figured this thing out? You know, gentlemen, you got 45 seconds, single shot, 15 seconds, group shot. After you pass your minute, then you get muted. Reverend Nation, feel free to type in your comments in the chat. We'll come to them after the panelists have spoken their sports piece. We'll start with you, Armani. What you got?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I'm gonna just say maybe because we know that the Hawks are kind of like the Falcons in so many ways. They have little small wins, and you just get your hopes built up, and then Boom. They tell you right on down. So they might have figured it out. I think Trae Young is playing good basketball for now. And I just think that they might just be one piece away from being like truly contenders in the East. But I do think that this is they've been doing well. However, I just think it's short-lived. I'm not gonna jump out on a limb and say they figured it out. I say that they just in the process. I'll say that.
Coach.
They figured it out right now, but it's the playoffs that scare them. They get in the playoffs, and Trae Young can't throw soap in the bathtub. Clint Capella stumbles, and the rest of the team does not live up to it. They may be good this year. It may be a thing where they got it going on, but right now they're good. But we'll see come playoff time.
All right, I don't see any comments from Reverend Nation so far, but what I will say is I think what the Hawks have figured out is how to at least build a regular season team around Trae Young. Mm-hmm. They've learned to put some size, some athleticism, and some defensive-minded players around the Hawks point guard, because we know he is a defensive liability. The Dyson Daniel trade that included Larry Nance, who hadn't really played much, but that's been a good trade so far. That sent DeJounte Murray, and I will say I was wrong in that, because if they chose Trae, at least they got somebody from the trade that has some size, that plays defense, that can offset some of Trae Young's defensive woes. So big ups to was it Landry Jones, who's the GM? Big ups to him for making that trade. Anthony Corey says the Hawks are believing as they lifting, as they fly, or whatever Art Kelly said. Jerome K said the Hawks are Atlanta-based sports franchise. That's the issue. That's the root cause. All right. On to the next one, Coach. You're up. The Rockets are balling. They're in second place in the Western Conference. Coach Udo does it again. Do you think it's sustainable, Coach? Go.
I mean, you got good young players who don't play rigid. They play loose. They play free, and they listen to a man like Coach Udo, who has the experience and the pedigree. So that's a good mix. And the Rockets may not win the championship, but they certainly trending in the right direction. As long as Neil Long don't attend in the game, they'll be fine.
All right, Armani, jump in there.
I mean, what he's doing, Coach Udo, he is a teacher. That's what we do know about him. He is a developer, and he is also a good leader. So it doesn't surprise me that the Rockets are finally getting off, coming off below the face of the earth to the ascending up, to surface level. So I think Coach Udo is doing a great job, but I'm not surprised because that's what he does. He's a great teacher. He's a great motivator, and he's a great leader. So, and he can develop talent very well. So, Coach Udo, keep doing your thing, man.
All right. We'll go back to the Hawks in just a minute. The VP said Udo cheating the odds.
Oh my God. Oh, that's
hey, we got to ban the VP.
He out of pocket for that one. He out of pocket.
Armani, to add, he said, Anthony Corey says they will make noise but fall short like OKC.
This season, yeah, because they're not,
I'll say, to add to what you said, not only is he a great motivator, leader, but he's a great intimidator as well.
That's
not
true.
Too many guys don't buck up against Coach because he looked like Suge Knight. He's the Suge Knight of basketball.
Yeah,
he looked like he'll tear somebody down. And you see, he had no problem from Jason Tatum or Brown bucking him in Boston. So I think the intimidation factor definitely bears well with his coaching ability because folk ain't gonna step to him too many times and think they're gonna be able to walk out the gym stepping to him. So he definitely has that on his side. Anthony Cord, going back to the Hawks, said the Hawks are winning while Trey been shooting bad. Imagine when he starts shooting better. The teak is taller.
What's a teak?
I don't know. The Alexis Hill, well, I keep calling them the Alexis Hill. Alexis Hill says it looks like the Hawks actually made the right decision by trading DeJounte for Daniels. Based on what I saw last night, it was a surprise. All right, let's change gears, guys. We're going to the unfortunate hit that took place in Jacksonville last week, where Texas, the Houston Texans defender Al-Shaair took Trevor Lawrence out as he was sliding, gave himself up, and Trevor Lawrence got a concussion. He's been a repeat offender, not by suspension, but by fines on other hits that he's made. Is the 3-game suspension of Al-Shaair fair or foul? Armani, we start with you. Go.
I'm going to say fair. Honestly, it's very fair because you are a repeat offender, sir. And if I was the NFL commissioner, you would be suspended more games than that. Since you're a repeat offender, you might be suspended the rest of the season. So you have a knack for doing this, and you keep doing it. And now you're putting people in danger. I get it. Football is a dangerous sport, but at the same time, you know the rules. You know the rules, and you keep breaking them. So if it happens again, I hope the NFL commission and the NFL front office up there in New York makes a great example out of you, because hits like that, we don't need in the game no more because it's becoming too dangerous.
Go.
I think it's kind of, I gotta use my favorite word for Ralph, because first of all, if he was such an offender as you said, why haven't you suspended him before? Why haven't you done any disciplinary action against him before? And then the thing that got him was when he hit Lawrence, he put his forearm up. That was kind of egregious right there. The forearm to the head, that made it look bad. So, but still, suspending him 3 games, 3-game checks, and you haven't suspended him before. All you did was talk to him and hit him on the wrist. That's the NFL's fault. Y'all should have disciplined him. He was such a violator of the rules. You should have got him before. So 3 games, it'll go by fast, but I say for Ralph.
All right, let's see what Rev Nation has to say. Anthony Corey says very fair, and he will be fighting Jake Paul in a few years. Other people said foul. AF, what is a defensive player supposed to do? Surfer girl slid late, and the defender was guarding against that first down line. I think this may be the Dennis Rodman, Draymond Green syndrome, repeat offender violate. Jerome K says Al-Shaair is often regarded as a dirty player. Some players might eventually confront him at the locker room door. It's going to be interesting to see if, to what the VP says, that the NFL may look at quarterbacks and how they slide, and to see if they put a rule in place that if a quarterback fakes like they're sliding, even though that wasn't the case with Trevor Lawrence, then the fake is them giving themselves up so that they can avoid unnecessary injuries, because to the VP's point, it's kind of hard to play defense these days, especially if quarterbacks can fake like they're going out of bounds, fake like they're going to slide, and then they wind up getting first downs or ultimate scores, which hurts the defensive team. So we'll see if they put some things in place to combat that. Ray Ellison, what's up, brother? He says, I think it's
going on, Chief.
Defense players have to make a decision on whether the QB slides or not, and we've seen where QBs fake like they're going to slide, and then they take off like I just said, and I promise you I didn't read what you just wrote. Benjamin Wonder, the VP said another thing. I want the black QBs to be extended the same curse.
Yeah.
All right. The VP done gone social justice on this one. All right. On to the next one. Baltimore bumming. Justin Tucker struggling. Who would ever thought, as I posted last week, that Justin Tucker might very well be the weakest link on the Baltimore Ravens, as he cost them several points last week, missing field goals against who they play last week? The Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
So, Coach, who you got? What you got on this topic?
I think Tucker has what they give to the kickers called the yips, where they get a string of missed kicks, and it starts playing with the head. And I think Justin Tucker has the definite yip because you can see the look on his face. You know, Justin Tucker used to be good from 50 plus, and now he's missing from 30. So it's something him and the coach got to sit down and talk about. Of course, they're not going to cut him. Somebody said they need to cut him. I said, no, they don't. They just need to have a sit down with him, get his mind right. And when Justin Tucker started hitting, I hope he kicks well game 17.
All right, Armani, what you got, sir?
You know how they have writer's block? I think that this kicker has kicker's block because it's in your head. It's all in your head. Most of the time, it's all in your head as a kicker. Because here's my thing with kickers, right? I'm not asking you to do nothing else. You're getting paid millions of dollars just to kick the ball through the uprights. I'm not asking you to read no plays. I'm not asking you to make a tackle. I'm not asking you to do none of that stuff. I'm just asking you to kick the ball through the upright. That's it. So I think he'll be all right. I just think he has kicker's block, and he going to have to just play through it.
So mine created kicker's block.
Yeah.
That's a new one. Let's see the comments real quickly. VP said Justin Tucker may have taken entirely away too many hits on those kickoff returns, bruh, letting his team down. He may have hooked up with Sunshine. Hey, put your mama on the phone. I ain't coming home. Ray Ellison said he and Koo are both going through the same thing. Jerome Case says it's clear as Windex that Sunshine was going down. Okay, let's go back to the other one. Jerome says Mr. Automatic, Justin Tucker might owe some real money at Atlantic City. This dude said he throwing games. Listen to him. Oh my goodness! Now, if any of Justin Tucker's people watching, this comment does not reflect the thoughts of those who are on the panel of the Red and Red Sports Show. So they will not put a lawsuit on the show. You can go directly to Jerome Case for accusing Justin Tucker of point shade. The VP said when Lieutenant Somar is giving his soliloquies, I need to be on the panel. If Jerome Case is wrong in his assessment that Justin Tucker is purposely throwing games, I would say it's not in his mind, it's in his leg. His leg does not seem like it has the boom in it that it used to have. So your mind can be right, but physically his leg might not be right like it used to be. So we have to remember at some point you start losing that leg strength because he's not even kicking 50-yarders with a lot of power like he used to do 60 yards. So I think, if Father Time is creeping up on him, it may not be a matter of the mind. It just may be a matter of his physical ability being taken away because of age. So that's my take on it.
But that's your body's here with me, but your mind on the other side of town.
Yeah. Yeah, your body and mind don't always work in conjunction with it. And I'm learning that myself as I'm starting to get older. My mind says I can do certain things, but my body says, don't you listen to your mind. Your mind will let you.
Hey, Rev, another question. How many times did you get off the record did you dunk in a game when you played?
I wasn't a major dunker. I might have dunked about 8 to 10 times my whole career.
Can you do it now?
Absolutely not. Absolutely. Unless it's an 8-foot goal, maybe. But 10 foot, that's out the question. I wouldn't even try because I might be in the hospital somewhere trying to
recover.
Yeah, trying to recover. Thank you, Armani. The VP said Jerome, myself, and Anderson Hunt will be directing that 30 for 30. I wonder if his ham hocks have gone stale. Lord have mercy. Yeah. Jerome said if Tucker makes his next 5 kicks, remember what I say. We will. Last topic, gentlemen. The Eagles are soaring, and I know they're soaring because I can see all the green everywhere I go. That is an indicator that the Eagles are having a great season because when they had their losing streak earlier, you couldn't find nothing green. But now it's green everywhere you go. So, do you all believe in what you are seeing? Is it on you, Armani? Yes, it is. Go.
Yeah, because we've seen it. We've seen this from this Eagles team before. They're playing great football, and now that they have a consistent, steady run game, they don't have to pass a lot. That even makes it even better because Saquon is a beast. He's going for historical stuff. So Saquon is amazing. So that takes a lot of pressure off of Devontae Smith, the great Devontae Smith, and some pressure off of AJ Brown. So, I mean, they're just playing complete team football. The defensive line is coming alive and it's making that shaky secondary look great because they're getting pressure. Them dogs, literally, from the Georgia Bulldogs are soaring.
Yeah.
They soaring, going crazy. So, hey, keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing, fellas.
Coach.
Oh yeah, they sometimes Saquon stands for say gone when you get that football.
Yeah.
You can't nobody catch him. So that Nick Sirianni has stopped. They had that one of those little behind the scenes meetings where they told him when it comes to the fans and the stands, shut up. Simple as that. They just told him shut up, coach. That's what we pay you for. We don't pay you for arguing with the fans. You coach. And that's it. And they have gotten the memo, and they are on the road. They're a team to be reckoned with. Now next Sunday, they're gonna catch it, but we'll talk about that later.
Coach, up there starting the Pennsylvania State rivalry already.
Yes.
The VP said Sister Dana Brickus has entered the chat. I'm a believer. I haven't drink it, the green Kool-Aid. Saquon has turned doubting Thomases everywhere. The Eagles are playing together at the right time. They will be a problem. I would be surprised if there was an all Pennsylvania Super Bowl. I'll be very surprised because that would mean the Chiefs wouldn't be in position of 3-piece. So I'll be very surprised. Anthony Corey said Falcons could be the Eagles, but they wanted Pitt. Ooh. So Eagles. Oh, Lord. Okay. I think the Philadelphia City Rats have found balance and a confident identity. It's proof that successful teams go through cycles of forming, storming, and norming. Sound very preachery. I appreciate you sharing. I do not believe in the Eagles.
But
I believe in Saquon Barkley.
Oh, okay.
There's a huge difference. If this says I believe in, if I believe in the Eagles, then that means to a degree I believe in the Eagles if Saquon Barkley goes down. Like I believe in Mahomes. Mahomes and the Chiefs still move forward if Isaiah Pacheco goes down. If they trade away Tyreek Hill. That's where I start talking about I believe in a team. But when it comes to this Eagles team, yes, the boys from Georgia are balling because now with Saquon controlling the clock, the defense is not just in defensive pass situation. Or rather, the offense from the other team, they can't be as balanced because the Eagles are putting points on the board. And then also Saquon is helping to control the clock. So that allows the Eagles defense just to feast off the pass offense of the other teams. You take Saquon, if Saquon gets shut down, God forbid this, if Saquon gets hurt, do I believe in Jalen Hurts being able to run the ship? Absolutely not. So this question to me needs to be, do I believe in Saquon leading the Eagles rather than do I believe in the Eagles? Anybody got offense with what I just said? Take offense to what I just said?
I mean, not really, Red, but I mean, Saquon is on the team. But you know, I'm just saying, he is part of the team. But I understand the sentiment. I do understand the sentiment of what you're saying. It makes sense. It makes sense. I get it.
Like I believe in the Chiefs as long as Mahomes is quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't believe in the Eagles if Saquon is not the running back. And we just have gone through a phase in football where most teams have made the running back position just an ordinary position.
Yep.
And most teams have said you can win football games without a premier running back. And when it comes to the Eagles, that is definitely not the case.
I'll say this, Rev. When Saquon and Jalen Hurts are in the locker room, this is what he's saying. This is what Saquon's saying to Jalen. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Jalen. They're coming to see the Eagles. They're coming to see the Eagles.
That is our 5 of 5. That was pretty clever. I like that. That was pretty cool. All right, gentlemen, we're down to the final stretch of the Red and Rev Sports Show. I'm so glad we had this time together. All right, let's do our You Have the Right segment. Who wants at it first? Who has the right to do what, when, where, and how? Armani, it looks like it's like fire shut up in your bones on what you want to say. So I'm going to go first because I saw when you put your hands on your face, that means you got something you got to say. So what you got to say, Armani? Go.
I'm going to give some criticism for saying this, but I don't care. Vikings, you have the right to win this Sunday for the betterment of the team because we know that Kurt is not first cousin no more. He third and fourth cousin. He might be out the family by the time the season ends. So please do me a favor. Do the rest of these Falcons fans a favor and do the organization a favor in this deciding process. Just cancel him out. Let's go ahead. Let's put the rookie in and let's keep rolling because we drafted him again to play football, right? We ain't drafting this on the bench for forever. He already 25. We drafted him to play. You get drafted to play the game. That's it. That's all I got.
All right, Coach, who has the right to do what, when, where, how?
Southern University. You have the right to find a game plan, maybe kidnap some Jackson State people. I don't know what you're going to do because you're playing in Jackson. You have the right to win a SWAC championship. I want you to win a SWAC championship because that city on Lynch Street, that team on Lynch Street, I can't roll with them. I don't care what happened. And I can tell you this, I will never go for Jackson State. Simple as that. Never, ever, ever. And that's just the way I feel.
Coach try to cue up his there's no way.
Hey.
Never will I support Jackson State, even though half my family went to Jackson State, mama included, and all her sisters. But no, Go Southern.
All right, Georgia Bulldogs. Preferably Carson Beck, you have the right to hit your teammates in the red and black. Last time you played against Texas, you thought your teammates also wore orange and white. So you have the right to hit your teammates, not your opponents, in the red and black. And since you've been hitting your teammates in the red and black, you're on a 2-game winning streak, and you have a good chance of winning the SEC championship, a good chance of getting the first round bye, a better chance of potentially winning the 3rd championship for the Georgia Bulldogs in 4 years. So Carson Beck, you have the right to hit your teammates in the red and black so that Georgia has a better chance of winning the SEC championship. We're about to get ready to call it a show. Some of the fans have chatted, put in the chat. William Avery said the Vikings are winning this game. Hold on, I'm going to go back to that. William Avery said the Vikings winning this game. Anthony Corey says the show has the right to pander to an Italian fan base. Picture Armani, Radani, Cotiani, Reviani.
That's clever. My name is Italian. My name is Italian.
Yeah. Hunter from Colorado has the right to leave his fiance behind when he gets.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
She might be careful. The BP said the football committee has the right to put together the best inaugural participation trophy college football tourney. All eyes on the committee revealed tomorrow. The coach's corner is mediocre thinking to say you don't want the future to play unless we out the hunt, but then fix your mouth to hope a team lose so a player gets in. How is that a better statement?
Because I know what's best. Sometimes you can lose the battle and win the war. If we win tomorrow, it's just a small battle win. We're not gonna win the war with Kirk Cousins. We've seen the evidence, and this evidence is going on a downturn.
So basically, you're saying, Armani, as Adrian and Rocky said, you can't win the Super Bowl with Kirk Cousins.
Yes, sir. That's exactly what I'm saying.
All right. Jerome K says, Texas, you have the right to regain some real respect in the SEC and UGA. God bless you. The VP is slamming down the gavel to end another 5 episode of the Red and Rev Sports Show. Reverend Night Nation, you did your thing. Great job. Reverend Dr. Coach, Armadillo, and Red Roll going to meet his plug mid-show. Have a great and safe weekend, everyone. The Coach's Corner coming back, Armani. Yeah, okay. You know what's best. Jerome K said, Armani, that was not your original piece.
Hey,
we'll come back next week to see where Armani and Red are on next week. Thanks so much, y'all, for watching the Red and Rev Sports Show. We appreciate you watching episode 354. We'll be back next week. Same Facebook page, same YouTube channel, same time. Looking for Reverend Night Nation to join us during the showtime. Everybody be blessed. Have a great day. Be safe out there in those sports streets. And as you shop in the street during this Christmas holiday, be safe. Peace.
Peace.
BP, leave everybody alone.